Hello and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time here. My name is Sandra, and on this channel we talk about all things inner work, healing fearful avoidant attachment, and healing out of survival mode. And for today's video, I want to talk about how to allow yourself to receive, how to allow yourself to receive love, to receive understanding, to receive the compliments, because oftentimes what happens is your partner may be giving you the things that you are asking for. They may be showing up for you with love, but because you are up in your head and you're not really allowing yourself to receive what they are giving, you don't see it. Your mind deletes that information. So let's jump right into the video. So for me, with my partner, I had always thought that when they start to show up in this specific way, when they start to give me the compliments, when they start to show me more understanding, when they start to do this and this and that, whatever list you have for yourself, when they start to show up in this way, then our relationship will change. Then I will be able to receive that love more deeply. When they show up in the way that I expect them to show up, I will be able to feel loved. But the truth is, if you already have some type of resistance to allowing that love in, which most fearful avoidants do, you may self-sabotage that, first of all. But second of all, your mind, your subconscious mind, deletes that information. And then it's no longer there. You're no longer seeing all the ways that your partner is showing up for you. It's not landing. You're not receiving it because your subconscious mind has other beliefs. It thinks I'm not loved. If you already think I'm not worthy of love, I am not loved, this person is not showing up for me in these ways, your subconscious mind deletes all the other ways that they are showing up for you, that they're showing up with love, because that is in contradiction to what it already believes. What is happening in the real world is contradicting what you already believe. And when this happens, when you have a contradictory belief to what is actually happening, your subconscious mind filters that through that lens, through whatever you believe, through your perspectives, through your upbringing. And that is what you tend to see and consider as your reality. So even though your partner may be giving you love, they are complimenting you, they're helping you with the dishes, they are doing all of these things to show you that they love you, that they are showing up for you, your subconscious mind may be deleting all the evidence of that for the purpose of confirmation bias. Because your subconscious mind is also always looking for more evidence to prove what you already believe. So it's not going to look for more evidence as to why you are loved. It's going to look for more evidence for why you are not loved, if that is your belief, if that is one of your core beliefs. And another reason that this causes a block is because a lot of fearful avoidants are afraid of love, are afraid of connection, because in the past that was associated with unsafety, that was associated with unpredictability. And so if that is your connection to love, if that is your subconscious belief about love, that it is unsafe, it is going to do everything to look for evidence to show you why love is unsafe. And that is the reason that you may struggle to see all the ways that your partner loves you, all the ways that they're trying to connect with you. And in fact, your mind is actually going to do the opposite, and it is going to show you all the ways and all the flaws in your partner. And all of these are protective mechanisms to keep you from making the same mistakes again of opening up your heart to someone. All of these are just defense mechanisms. They're walls that your subconscious mind puts out there that are acted out with your nervous system by pushing people away, by avoiding certain things, avoiding certain situations, so that you can stay safe. Because remember, your subconscious mind thinks that being in love, opening up your heart and letting those walls down is unsafe. But that is literally the only way you can allow someone in, that you can receive that love. And being vulnerable is how you connect with people. You do not connect with people when you are perfect. You do not connect with people when you avoid making mistakes. You connect with people when you open up your heart, when you're imperfect, when you just allow yourself to be. When you allow yourself to receive love and to give love freely. But when you're closed up and your subconscious mind is running the show in the background and it's putting up all of these protective walls, I'm not attracted to my partner, look at all of these annoying things they keep doing and they keep not showing up in the way that I want them to, and I'm just not feeling the love in the relationship. But it's there, it may be there, and you're just not seeing it. And all of my videos are for the people who don't understand the confusion. When they have a good person in front of them, they can see that this is an amazing person, but for some reason they want to push them away. This is not the content for any type of toxic relationship where you see the person is using you, they're gaslighting you, they're doing any type of these toxic behaviors. I'm not telling you to stay with someone who's doing that and it's your fault for not receiving. That is never the content that I am talking about. I am talking about a specific pattern that shows up with fearful avoidants, who end up with someone who is trying to love them, who is trying to give them everything that they have, who's trying to show up for them in the best way possible, but for some reason they feel blocked from receiving that. For some reason they feel an urge to push that person away. For some reason they don't see the love right in front of them. And I'm going to now give you a few ways to allow yourself to receive more of that love and to see it. And what I'm about to share with you is going to be just a little bit of a taste of what I'm going to be sharing in my small group coaching container that I'm launching in August, where I'm going to be helping you heal this attachment style. And I feel like this is so important to do, especially in a group setting, because then you can see that you're not alone in all of this. Then you can actually see that there is no shame around all of this. It's just a pattern that formed when you were younger, and it's just something that needs to be healed. That is all it is. It does not mean you're a bad person. It does not mean you're broken. There is a lot of shameful stories that come up when you have this attachment style because of the contradicting things that you feel, because of the way that you show up in relationship and you feel ashamed of how you've been showing up. And I want you to see and be in this coaching container to allow yourself to see that there is no shame here. This is all a part of something that formed from your childhood. You are not a bad person. And it's also going to be a really good place to ask all the questions so that I can answer them to you directly. This is not something I can do on YouTube because the platform doesn't allow for us to go back and forth like that. But with this small group coaching container, that is what I'm going to be able to do in it. And my goal is to keep it a little bit smaller, so the spots are going to be limited because I want to be able to help you as much as possible, and I want everybody to be able to ask their questions and that I'm able to actually answer them for you. And I don't have a date completely set up yet, but it will be in August. And as it approaches, I will release a launch date. And the link to that will be down below. But let's continue on to this video. So one way you can allow yourself to receive more is to ground yourself in your body. Is to ground yourself in your womb space. Because that is what you receive. There's a lot that I cannot say on YouTube here, but as a woman, think about it. Biologically, you have the body part there that is able to receive the man. As women, we were literally built biologically and energetically to receive. And so when you are blocking that off, when you are up in your head, in your stories, of pushing your partner away, of all the ways that they're not showing up, and you're making up all of this stuff in your head, and your subconscious mind is deleting all the evidence, you are up here, you are not in your body. So when you drop down into your body, when you ground yourself, which is what I'm going to be sharing more about in the course as well, I'm going to be showing you how to actually drop from your head and into your womb space, into your body, so that you can allow yourself to receive. But you can practice this with anything that is grounding for you. There are activities that may be grounding for me, that may be activating for you, that may not be grounding for you. Experiment and see what works best for you, what grounds your energy, what brings you back into your body. For me, some things that ground me are walking outside in nature without listening to anything at all. I love just walking out and grounding myself in my environment, really feeling my feet on the ground, orienting myself to the environment, noticing all the different shapes, all the different colors, all the different sounds that I hear, all the different scents. Like, that is a way for me to ground myself in my body, in my senses, and notice everything that is going on around me instead of being up in my head, because you cannot feel and think at the same time. So when you are engaging all of your senses, that is you engaging your body. So when you are orienting yourself to your environment, you're really feeling your feet on the ground. Even if you're sitting like in a room and you don't want to go outside for a walk, walking is just one way to ground. So if you just want, even me sitting in my seat now, I'm feeling the seat beneath me, the cushion beneath me. I'm feeling my back against the cushion as well. And I'm allowing my body to relax. I'm allowing my body to just sit and feel the support of the mattress, of the cushion. And allow myself to receive that support. Because what you may be feeling, even as you're watching this video, if you're sitting down, maybe you're hovering a little bit over the seat and you can't allow yourself to relax. And I find myself doing this all the time, and I have to bring myself back down and I have to ground myself. So it's really just about starting to notice all of these patterns and then rewiring them. Noticing all the ways that you're always up here, you're like, like you're up in your head and you're hovering over your seat and you're not allowing yourself to really relax. Especially if you're in survival mode, you're not going to allow yourself to relax and to receive. Because what is the first thing that goes out the window when you are in survival mode? You're not going to be thinking about, if your mind thinks you're being chased by a tiger or a lion, you're not going to be thinking, oh, I really want to receive this support, I'm gonna relax in here. Like, that is the last thing that is going to be on your mind. So if you feel like you're in survival mode, one way to shift out of that is to ground yourself, to really show your body that you are safe. Especially when you are feeling so unsafe in love, when your partner is showing affection or they're showing up in this way that makes you uncomfortable, and you feel it in your stomach or you feel it in your heart like it's closing off, or you feel it in your throat like you can't speak up. Whatever way it shows up for you, doing these practices of grounding yourself, noticing what's going on internally, is going to allow you to be more in tune with your body, is going to allow you to receive more. It is going to allow you to see all the ways that your partner is showing up for you. Because when you're in survival mode, and the conscious part of your brain, I've talked about this in my past videos, when you're in survival mode, the conscious part of your brain is not in connection with your primitive brain, with the rest of your brain, with your subconscious. And so it's very hard to make a conscious choice in the moment to stay with your partner, to stay present in the moment when they're being affectionate, especially if you have the subconscious beliefs that love is unsafe. That then sends a signal to your nervous system that we need to back away, that it's not safe, and you go into survival. And when you're in survival, you can't make that conscious choice to choose differently, to show up differently, to choose to stay in the discomfort anyways and allow your partner to love you and to give love back, to allow yourself to receive that. So what happens when you ground your body, when you ground yourself, and you're able to stay present in the moment, you're able to make a different choice. You're able to allow yourself to receive that love and to allow it to change you. And you're able to give love back. And even if it feels uncomfortable at first, you are still going to be rewiring your brain a little bit at a time. Anything new is going to feel uncomfortable and unsafe for your nervous system. And that is okay. That is the part that I want you to get away from this, is that it's okay to feel uncomfortable. It's okay to do hard things. It's not about running away from stressful situations. It's not about running away from the feelings and all the things, the sensations that you're feeling in your body. It's about learning how to stay present with them when they come up. Your feelings are not your enemy. That is something that I really used to believe when I was deep in these patterns. I used to believe that my feelings were my enemy, and I'm still working on this to this day, because Humans naturally, biologically, are built to avoid painful situations. They are built to avoid pain for the purpose of safety. Because in your primitive brain, when you avoid pain, when you avoid the tiger, when you avoid the lion, then you are safe. But then you are not resilient. So it is about doing the dance and learning how to really just sit in that pain without like being in like a super painful situation, but knowing your own threshold. What are you okay to sit with? What is like your set point? Where is the max that you're willing to go? And learning how to sit with that. And the more and more you sit in that pain when you're trying to connect with your partner, but you feel this like icky feeling and you're like, oh, ew, like, no, I don't want to do this. And you distract and you make a joke or you pull away and do all of these things. The more and more you do that and you get just a little bit outside your comfort zone, the bigger that threshold grows, the bigger your capacity grows for that, the more resilient you become, the easier it becomes to do hard things. And although this feels hard now, it is going to become easier the more you repeat it. So if you want to really dig deeper, dive deeper, you've made the decision and you're like, I am so over this attachment style, I am so over these patterns, I am so ready to heal this, and you've literally just made the decision and you've just been waiting for a sign, you've just been waiting for the thing to come, I believe that we have co-created this. I believe that we co-create. So if you've made a decision to heal this, and I received the idea to create this small group coaching container for us to heal, that is a co-creation between you and me. And if you've decided like you're so over this, you're so ready to heal it, and everything that I've been saying is resonating with you, then I want to invite you to take the next step to join this group coaching container, where you'll be able to really rewire your brain and shift those neural pathways. And there's a pre-order price that is now available until the date of the launch, which will be going up. It will be like almost double the price once it launches. So if this is something that is calling out to you and you just made the decision and you're ready to heal and you're just ready to go all in and heal, I'm inviting you to this group coaching container because now is the best time. I don't want you to make this decision out of urgency, but if this is calling your name and you're feeling like you're going to do it anyways, might as well just sign up now. And if this is something that hasn't really been calling your name, it's not something you're interested in, that is totally fine. There's a lot more of my content on here that you can enjoy until you are ready to take that next step, until you are ready to step into just making that decision of going all in and healing. Because I think the most powerful thing you can do is deciding. The most powerful thing you can do is just make a decision, and the answers then come and the healing then comes. Because it's not about something that I'm going to magically heal in you. It's not about something that I'm going to magically like pull out of my pocket. I'm going to show you what I've done. But the most powerful thing you can do to actually receive the information that I'll be sharing, to actually allow yourself to heal, is to allow yourself to make that decision. Say that I'm going to heal this no matter what. Like, that is something that you get to decide and you get to do. And if you don't make that decision, and let's say you go into the course and maybe you hear the information, but you don't really receive it. You don't really receive it on a body level. You don't allow the information to change you, to transform you. You don't practice the things that I mentioned in the course, then that is not going to be the course for you. This is not the right time for you. You have to make a decision that you just want to heal. You have to make that decision. And that's why it is so powerful when you invest in yourself. The most powerful thing I ever did in my life was invest in myself. In my first course ever. And it felt so overpriced at the time. Now I'm like, wow, like I would pay that over and over again, like no problem. But at the time, it felt like such a big investment. And I'm like, should I do it? And I'm a little embarrassed to even say this, but I messaged the creator of the course and I was like, I really don't have the money for this right now. Is there any way I can get some type of discount? Is there any way I can just get in the course somehow? And what she said back to me was, you are worthy of that investment. You are worthy of this exact amount of investment in yourself. And in that moment, I had to make the decision to go all in at this specific price and say, I am worthy of that investment and I am making the decision to heal. So even buying into a specific amount of a course is a decision you make to invest in yourself. And that is the power of saying, I am committing to this work, and that is why I'm exchanging value for it. And that is actually a part of you committing to the process and making that decision consciously, because you wouldn't just give that money over on automatic. You have to really be conscious in that moment and say, I am deciding to invest this amount in myself. I am deciding to go all in, and that is why I'm willing to exchange this value for money. That is why I'm going to exchange this, because I'm so ready to heal. I'm so ready to go to the next level. But when you're indecisive and you haven't really made the decision to heal, you're going to always be on the fence. But I promise you, you are so worthy of healing. And if this is something that is calling out your name, it's like, I'm so ready for this. I asked for this. I manifested this. Then it is available for you. And I will leave the link to that down below. And I want to hear all of the key takeaways that you got from this video, anything that came up for you as you watched. And I will see you in the next video, or I'll see you in that group coaching container. Bye.